Hello everyone, it's Blockchain Noob. Today we have the next interview with Anton from MicroMoney. Hello.
Hello, Peter. Hello, Peter. Nice to meet you.
It's nice to have you too. When I heard the name of your projects, the first thought in my head was like, okay, this is the next lending platform on blockchain. Is that true?
Actually, it's not just lending. We are trying to build ecosystem. We provide very small loans for people at undeveloped markets where people have no any credit histories, they never borrow in their life. So we do financial inclusion. We take these people, they're fresh, they're virgin. Actually, it's also, they're not homeless. They're also not poor. It's a normal guys, but they living in Thailand, in Myanmar, in Sri Lanka. They go to work every day. They are blue and white color. And we provide them very small loans. We help them to build their first credit histories in their life. And then we put all this data in a decentralized credit bureau. Because these customers, what we do just initial touching of this customer. We provide them small loans and we build their credit history. But these customers, they're hungry. They want to buy, they want to borrow, they want to spend. And by making database of these customers, we help them to be connected to global economy, but not just global economy, global crypto economy. Because we have slogan, micro money for people and big data for businesses. By providing money for people, we building big data, and we sell this big data to business. Business always need new customers. Business always struggle without fresh customers. But before, business afraid to come to these customers and serve them and give them loans or give them insurance and so on. After we check all these customers, they are from gray zone, biggest gray zone, become white. They have everybody KYC, they have everybody exactly credit score, and all business know about them, everything. Because we use unique application that can score these customers. So you don't need to have any credit history. You don't need to have you don't need to submit any documentation. So all information on your phone, it's your credit history. It's a proof of your credit worthiness.
Okay.
So
I will ask about this later because I have some question about this big data thing. But now to understand your project well, so at the beginning you just lend like small amount of money to these people, and just to help them build credit reputation. So you lend the money, they give it back. Maybe the next time you lend them a little more, and they also give back. And after that, they're attractive, like for the, let's say, normal players in the market, and then you just connect these big players with them.
It's a good question. On our market, no anybody. There is no any players who do the same as we are doing. So if you want to borrow money, first, if you have no any credit history, you have only two options. You can go to local loan shark and loan money with crazy rate. Or you can prepare 5 documents and go to bank or microfinance company to borrow money. Okay, not bank, to microfinance company, because banks usually deal with entrepreneurs, middle and high level entrepreneurs. Banks need collateral, so you should bring some land as collateral to borrow money. So just imagine like our countries, it's same as Poland, for example, minus 50 years. No retail lending services, or if there are some, but very poor. So if you want to borrow, okay, you can go to microfinance. But in microfinance, to borrow, you should bring 5 documents. 1 document, recommendation from police. And to take this document, you should wait a lot. Recommendation from your workplace, also salary proof. Recommendation from VAR authorities, like recommendation from municipality, and I forgot one more document. When you bring these documents, bank will approve you in 5 to 7 working days. We are like Uber and microfinance. You download application. Application immediately understand your credit worthiness, just a few clicks, and you immediately get money. Of course, this money is really very small amount, but we help our customers to build their reputation. borrowing, repay, borrow, repay, and you build your reputation slowly, step by step.
Yeah. So my next question is: so the customer is built reputation with you, and so my question is: the banks, like, how to say it? So when the guy is going after that to the bank to borrow some money, he can just show you the reputation in your system, and the bank will trust you, or how it works?
Okay. So what we do now? First, we provide very small loans for people. We provide ourselves with our own money. Then this, for example, customer already have some reputation, some credit history, and we are now trying to connect local players, but unfortunately not banks. Banks are very prudish. I don't know. Do you know this word? So they don't like to deal with so small amounts. It's not profitable for them. They want to lend big amount on big term and so on. Small customers, it's not profitable for banks. But microfinance companies, they can deal with these customers, and we are now trying to connect local microfinance players, and not just local players that are working in whole our region: Malaysia, Sri Lanka, Indonesia, Cambodia, Myanmar, Thailand, and Philippines. So we try to connect microfinance companies and to our credit bureau, and after that, our customers, our private person, can get access to different competitive interest rates.
Like the marketplace for.
Yes, sure. It should be marketplace. And very important, token is the fuel of our ecosystem. First, if any microfinance company, for example, in Indonesia, our partner, it's a local microfinance association with 50 million active borrowers. 50 million. It's
nice
more
number.
It's more than Poland population. So if members of this association want to get access to this credit bureau, they should pay in by tokens. And when they pay by tokens to ecosystem, cash flow divided on two parts. Half we keep in our ecosystem. It's our profit. We use it to grow ecosystem. And half of this money we give to borrower who agree to share his private information. Because I very respect private information. Private information is like your part of your digital DNA. And if you agree to share your credit history, why you should not be rewarded? You must be rewarded. Because, for example, Google, it's a tricky question. How much Google pay you per month? Yes. How much Facebook pay you per month?
Unfortunately, nothing.
but they sell your data many times per day.
Yeah.
We help. It's a smart contract between borrower and business. Then business want to ask any information about borrower. It's a smart contract, and every time when business asks about borrower gets rewarded half of amount that the business pay for them.
Okay, so this is the role of your token. So if I am the business and want to use your database about the borrowers, then I have to pay the fee with the token.
Yes.
And the part of the token is stay in your company to develop it, and the part is going to the owner of the data.
Yes. And it's also very important. Half of our borrowers, it's entrepreneurs, very small, but entrepreneurs. You should know that in Asia, entrepreneurship is very popular. It's really every second it's entrepreneur. So we have around 45%, 43 entrepreneurs, and half of our borrowers, it's a white and blue collar. So we already have some ecosystem already in our company. Half entrepreneurs, half just the regular guys, and they can trade these tokens. So now goal to build a wallet, so it should be very convenient to our customers to keep our coins and to trade these coins. So now just application to borrow, but in future it will be application with wallet.
Yeah, and your token is basic Ethereum ERC20 token, or
yes.
So,
and we want to make this application grandma friendly. Even grandmother can use it. And in this application, you can keep not only Ethereum tokens. You can also keep your local fiat coins. So we will do the same as did Tether, but we will implement tokens backed by local currency. It will be crypto fiat. So it will be really grandma wallet. You can keep our token but it's will you will keep our token not to do transaction. Most you will keep our token to save money, because token usually the price of tokens have volatility, and maybe I hope it can grow. But to use this wallet for daily use, you should have some local stable coins. So our main goal to make this wallet grandma friendly and suitable for every day.
Okay, so when I borrow money right now, I will receive a stable coin, I will receive cash, or
you will receive stable coin on your wallet, and you can go to any merchant and pay by this. So you will receive fiat money. So you go to pay to any merchant, or you send from this wallet, for example, to ATM to withdraw this money, or to local payment system. So you can use whatever you want.
Okay, so, but I have to use ATM, or I can just pay with this wallet in the store?
If it's a small store, if this store already use our application, you can pay them by so from wallet to wallet. And very important that in our countries, banks infrastructure are very poor. For example, in Myanmar, it can be 500 kilometers to nearest bank.
Oh my God!
Easily. So we hope to cover this problem when so if everybody will use our application, and if it will be trust to use this application, and we already have some trust, we already have more than 500,000 people on our Facebook page as fans. So if everybody will trust this application, everybody will use it because it will be convenient. So I want to make a very convenient application for everyday use.
Yeah, I see that in Thailand. I heard that only 20% of people have bank account, but everyone have mobile phone. So for them, it's normal just to pay with mobile device.
Yes, I know how to expand virally. How to use I don't know how does it work, but for example, Facebook and LinkedIn using the same technology. When you download, for example, Facebook app or LinkedIn app asks you, are you okay to add all your friends or to share with all your friends that you start to use this application? We'll do the same. We'll ask our borrowers or potential borrowers, if you want to get rewarded, you will get rewarded if you share with your friends.
And then you receive as a reward the token, right, or something else?
Yes. It's same as Uber. Uber is the same technology. If you if you invite a friend to Uber, you will get discount and he will get discount. Yes.
Yeah.
You should use the same technologies. And,
okay. That sounds good. Like for this market in Asia, like I really think my first thought was like, yeah, this place is like the perfect for cryptocurrencies, for blockchain, because everyone has the mobile phone and the banking is not so popular.
Yes, sure. People are ready and people are hungry, and very important, people are virgin. So here, they're very cheap as in acquisition cost. For example, in the United States, you should pay $200 for one customer. Our customer costs us only $1. Why? They know nothing. They are interesting. They are very open to anything.
Yeah, I think here in Asia, people are looking for the solution, but in the Western market, banks are looking for people. So this is totally different approach. Yeah. My next question is about my first contact application. So I want to borrow the first money, let's say $20, let's say. What I have to do to take this money, how decision process is look like?
You download application, you press probably a few buttons, you go to Apple Store, Google Store, download. Application, take from your phone around 10,000 parameters. It's a long sentence. So every borrow, it's a long sentence. And every parameter have each weight in understanding, is this guy good or bad? We analyze this data, we use machine learning algorithms, but in future we want to implement neural network. But machine learning and neural network, it's quite similar, actually. It's a more marketing terminology.
Yeah.
So we analyze this data and then understand who is good, who is bad. And just, for example,
Yeah, so my question is, because I'm a technical guy and I used to do some research and learning about machine learning and big data. So to have like the good prediction based on many factors, you need a lot of data. So how many of applications you already processed? How much data you have?
We processed around more than 100,000 applications. Too big. So according my experience, to build score, you need at least 10,000 matured loans. We passed already 1 year ago this amount. So after you have 10,000 matured means all of these applications should be already paid. You can easily understand who is a good, who is a bad. And all bad customers, actually, it's a good customer, because every bad customer give you very important information why he's bad, why he cannot repay. So you get very interesting information, and in future, every new customer who come to you, because so you know a lot of everything from his phone, you know all his contact list. So when you see that new customer connected to few another bad guys, probably he's also a bad guy. If new customer connected to few good guys, probably he's also a good guy. So it's a lot of, and for example, if customer apply for loan in the middle of the day, it's one credit score. If this borrower apply in the 3 a.m. morning, it's a big question. Why he apply in the it's night? And for example, how long it takes to fill application? 33 seconds. Why so fast? Or maybe 33 minutes. Why so long? Or for example, how millisecond you think before type your home address? Why you think so long? But we already know where you live, because we know your geolocation. You agree to share your geolocation. We know actually where our borrower live, where he have breakfast, where he have lunch, and where he working. For example, this.
So you, for example, get data for like Google Maps, so you know where the guys are.
Your phone keep all this data, actually. Your phone tracks everything about you. Your phone is a spy. So we take this data, and we don't care about the data. We just analyze. For example, what's the weight of this parameter in creditworthiness? And to understand the weight of this parameter, of course, you should have a lot of matured loans, and you always you always tune your algorithm, you always recalculate all your previous loans.
Okay, can you share with us like the positive decision rate? So how many?
Yes, not big, around 15%. We try to be careful.
15 or 50?
I mean positive rate. You mean approval rate, or
yeah? How much of people that request for lend receive the money?
15%, 15%, maybe
Okay.
20. So we not give everybody. We are very careful to borrow money.
And when you were collecting data at the beginning for this first 10,000, what was the rate at the time?
Can you repeat?
Yeah, my question is, so you mentioned that after 10,000 records, your algorithm can predict more or less who is good, who is bad. So
yes.
What was the this rate before 10,000 records?
It's very good question. First, 10,000 loans you should provide with closed eyes, but you should provide very small
money to everyone.
Yes. But you should provide very small loans, maybe just $10. And after you analyze who's a bad, who's a good, and then you try to tune. First loans. You can see about another companies. For example, Credit Tech from Germany, if I'm not wrong, and Finstar for finance. I don't know. Maybe I don't know Polish companies who are doing the similar technology, but I know Lendo from Philippines. You must first, of course, you must to provide loans, but you should provide very small loans. No need to provide for thousands of dollars. You can give just loans, because all fraud will you will find all frauds immediately.
Okay. So at the beginning, you were giving money to everyone that was asking for. So how many of them give the money back?
So
No, I cannot hear you right now. I don't know, something is wrong with your mic.
You can hear me?
Oh, right now it's okay.
Okay. So, and maybe give me 3 minutes more. I need to connect my notebook to charger. So, if we're talking about Cambodia, in Cambodia, rate was really very good, but in Cambodia, we was very careful. Our default rate was maybe 3-4%. So only 3-4% of people whom we give money, they said, unfortunately, we can't repay you back because we have some problems. But it was not fraud. It was just people who have some problems to do repayment because they lose job or they have some problems.
Mm-hmm.
It's also very important. In Cambodia, we understand on virgin market, no fraud. Fraud not yet exists because it's okay to borrow money to repay. It's not problem. People borrow first time in their life. In Myanmar, we made open gate. Open gates mean you give everybody.
Okay, yeah.
It's banking terminology. And in Myanmar, it was bigger. In Myanmar, first few months, it was maybe 15 or 18%, and then it was decreasing. Because and it also was not a fraud. It was just people who cannot smart manage their money. Those people who just money hungry, they borrow and they, oh, I'm sorry, I cannot repay. But in our case, our customers base, it's the most important asset, not money that we take from customers, but loyal customers. So we always try to be on the side of customer and say, okay, please, we can wait 2 months, 3 months, okay, just repay back. And now maybe it's around also 7 or 8% the default rate. But all the default rate, it's not, so actually we have, of course, fraud, but fraud we can count on maybe 10 people just.
Okay, okay. But, like from business perspective, how you can you can judge if person have real problems or just saying, okay, I have problems. No.
So we have a big call center who we have a lot of methodology how to work with customers, and I'm personally also used to work in a big collection agency, so I know how to work with customers. I know how to respect customers. I know how to deal with customer, and easily it's not big deal to understand is this guy tell you honestly or not, because for example, when you call the customer, he usually give you some promise, and then you try to help him to keep this promise, or maybe he can break this promise. And good guys, of course, who made promises and keep these promises. And also very important, fraud usually they throw away SIM card and they disappear. So, so it's very easy to understand who is a fraud, who is not fraud, because fraudsters use, for example, fresh mobile phones. We take data from this phone, we see, oh, it's a fresh phone. He just bought it, and he just bought this SIM card. So actually, most of our
it sounds a little naive that because like no one will say I'm a fraud. But maybe it's also not because on the new market people don't know how to handle this loans.
Yes,
so you have to somehow educate them.
Sure. So
how it
we also do education. So if you can check, for example, our YouTube, you can see that we have huge call center, and all this task of this call center to call every day to a few thousand customers and do education. So we call to these customers and we help them to understand how to open bank account, how to manage their debts, and so on. So it's very important to help people to manage their first loans in their life.
Okay, my next question will be a little technical. So you mentioned that there's smart contract that is used to allow businesses, company to track your customers. And also on your website, I read that you plan to store all the collected data on the blockchain. Can can you tell us something more about the technology you use to store?
So 1 second. Yes. We are not keeping ourselves any information. All information belongs to you. And in a blockchain credit bureau, we keep only hash of your data. But all the data is still on your phone. If any business asks about you, so you should allow or deny it. Or you should press always
so
allow.
data is still on the phone.
Of course. Yes.
And you have only the hash function to check if the data is.
Yes. And because I will, let's try to explain you my position. So I'm very respect customer data, and it's very sensitive because it's a part of your DNA, and every day you generate more and more digital data, and you cannot sell this data with the customers' approval and so on, and we don't want to keep this data because it's. I think it's not
confidential data, yeah. So
yes, it's confidential data. So it should be decision of our customers. If they want to be connected to global crypto economy, if they want to get competitive interest rate, if they want to get loan with cheaper rate, if they want to buy insurance with also less rate, if they want to go to buy something in e-commerce shop or retail, they should share their data because it's profitable for them.
Yeah, and when we are talking about the data, what exactly do you mean? Do you mean the data you collect from the phone, or let's say your rating score? So
it's both. It's both. So first, data from your phone. It's a lot of parameters. Plus your history, your credit history, how you borrow, how you repay, and also we combine this and we analyze and we give everybody exactly credit score.
Okay, I understand. Okay, sounds good. Let me check if I have some more questions. Yeah, on your website, I saw that somehow you use Banco protocol. Can you tell us something more about this?
Actually, we have advisor from Bancor. It's Mr. Royal. And we decided to use Bancor to give our coin more liquidity. So we should pledge in Bancor some our tokens plus some money that we collect from a crowd, and this will help to exchange. So Bancor, you know what is a Bancor? It's a really very complicated product.
Yeah, it's really like big thing. When I looking like from my perspective, I cannot imagine myself how it should be done in the good way.
It's also very complicated. I read about Bancor. Bancor, it was a currency, mediator currency that was invented in 1940. But it failed in 1940. It was some guy want to make a currency that will be mediation currency from the whole world. But actually now dollar is mediator currency. And what I understand now, Bancor want to be like super mega exchange, like central bank for all another exchanges. And using Bancor protocol and by pledging our coins and some Ethereum to them, we can immediately, so all people who already have some our coins can immediately exchange our tokens to any another currency. So Bancor want to build like a mediator exchange.
Yeah, and also understand that like many projects like yours have your own token, and sometimes I want to use the platform, but I don't have the token. But I have some different tokens, like Ether, and Bancor can exchange me this token on the, let's say, more or less market rate for this time immediately, so I don't have to spend time on exchange, which is like in seconds.
It's, I don't know, it's not like Shapeshift, but it's something similar. Actually, I'm also not yet understand exactly how Bancor works.
Yeah, I think this is the subject for like deep research. But I think from my perspective, like the basic things I know, I think this will be very useful part of the ecosystem.
Yes, I also hope so. I believe that Bancor raised 150 million because it's a smart product. So
yeah. Okay, when we are talking about raising millions for smart products, at the end of the interview, I want to focus a little about the ICOs market. So you are already after the ICO, and you are funded around $10 million. So can you share with us your thoughts about your ICO and the ICOs as an entire market? What are the things that you like in this thing? What you don't like, and maybe what mistakes you did in your ICO and what?
Many mistakes. First, I want to tell you that I will never recommend to anybody to do ICO, because 70% of all money derives from friends, family, shareholders, friends and family of shareholders. So 70% of money, and only 30% from the crowd. And unfortunately, so we have also two kinds of people from the crowd. We have people who contributed a big amount, who contributed just $300, who do swap of tokens for just $300, $500, even $50. And people who, for example, have our 50-hour tokens, so it's $50. They can call me 4 a.m. morning and ask, why my tokens not on, well, how can I put my tokens in my wallet? Never customers who have 10 or 1,000, 50,000 hour token call. They said, most of them, they are very patient. So they're
because I think they understand better the game.
Yes, and actually, I already tired. I'm really tired. So I will never recommend to anybody to do ICO, or maybe to have a little, a minimum amount for contribution. For example, 10,000, not less. You will cut all guys who want to waste your time, and so we should be very careful. And
it's very important thing that you share this with us, because I think not so many people are talking about this in public. But I think this is like fit with the things that people say in like SaaS businesses, that clients, like the free clients or the clients that pay a few dollars, they give you much bigger problems than the premium customers.
Yes, much bigger. All big players who, so 70% of my contributors, they are long term. They said, oh, I take your tokens, put on my wallet, and I will forget maybe on 2 years about your token. But all in other people who bought for 100, they go to exchange, they try to exchange their money, they say, it's a fraud. My tokens now cost maybe 70 cents or 90 cents, but I pay $1. Why so small? People, please take care. We need time to build product.
Yeah, and do you have in your mind like the magic number, how much then invest? And then you can say on this side there are like no patient people with a lot of patience, and on this side there are smart people and they have patience.
Yes, we try to say not our people not invest money. Our people do contribution to build product, and they swap their tokens, for example, Ethereum tokens to our tokens. So it's very sensitive. We never accept investment. So it's very important. So I want to say, if you want to do ICO or initial token offerings, we did initial token offering, please try to go to your friends, family, shareholders, and all your crowd, all your friends, and try to do it without bubble of no need to spend a lot of money. So we spend a lot of money on different PR marketing. It doesn't work. So it's like it's like one book. Do you remember? It was a book. It was a book about one girl who came to country, and he met one guy who was fully still, and he, for example, have no heart. He said, "I can't love because I have no heart." So, and another guy said, "Oh, I have no brains. I'm here. It's grass, just grass in my brains." So ICO, it's the same. So you don't need to do ICO to raise money. You should just do it. But so So you need to to be brave. You don't need to drink the magical water. You're already brave. So all I say, it's all about this.
Okay, so this is like very interesting point of view. So you will not recommend to do ICO for anyone, or you think there are some projects that they really need, and they will be able to like acquire the crowd for the crypto community that is also like more educated, like the tech-savvy people.
Yes. I think first, if you want to raise money or attention, you should go to developer conference and share your idea. If your idea are awesome, you will get money, and will be big amounts from clever people.
Okay.
Friends of mine, he's from, if I'm not wrong, from Bangladesh. He lives in Canada. He said, first, he will never give money to any PR agencies. Second, if somebody if somebody will ask him, when your token will be listed, he said, at least 1 year, my tokens will never listed in any exchange. All advisors must buy tokens. He will never pay any cent to advisor. If you want to be advisor, you must pay tokens. If you want to write article, he will never give him money. If you're interested, please write article. And he said minimum amount that you can buy contribute, it should be 10,000. So of course he will attract only clever people who really understand and fully believe in his product.
And this colleague of you did ICO on these rules?
He just started. He do also quite similar with us product, more deeper. He do also scoring some ICO for developing scoring algorithms.
Okay, because this ICO approach sounds very interesting. I'm very curious how it works. So if you will be able to,
I will give more details.
Make an introduction with him, so I will be very glad for that. Okay, that was the last question, the last thing I want to discuss. So at the end, if you want to say something more to the people.
Yes, what I want to say is that actually I thought it's also good. It's not bad, because now I feel crazy big responsibility. A lot of people believe in us. A lot of people support us. It's a clever people. It's really high level people. We have Japanese shareholders, and I met very senior people, friends of our shareholders. Maybe our more oldest man who believe in us, it's 84 years old. And I don't want to fail. I understand that we should build a real product. We should run as fast as we can, and we should work and work and work. So it's very good that now we take big responsibility, because it's a very good push to work. And so we will do. We cannot now fail.
Okay, so thank you very much for the interview. And I think we will see each other in the next half hour, an hour on the Bitcoin meetup in Bangkok, right?
You're also in Bangkok.
Yeah, I'm still here.
Cool. I'm also looking at 8661. Okay, I see you.
Okay. So thank you for the interview, and see you there.
Okay, see you. Bye.
Bye.
Thank you, Peter. Thank you.
So that was interview with MicroMoney, and the lending platform. If you want to be notified about more my interviews, you can subscribe here, and after that, click the notification button to get notification about the new videos, new interviews. And in the next day, there will be live streaming from Singapore Block Show conference. So see you there. See you.